there's been a decent bit of chatter among YouTube Jehovah's Witness apostates concerning the Watchtower's November 15th study edition. And I happened to come up with it online. Um, Now, it centers on an article about champions of Jehu champions pure worship. There is a rather controversial quote. It talks about how Jehu slaughtered the servants of Baal. And then it says, today, no servant of Jehovah uses physical force against opponents of worship. Vengeance is mine, God says. Well, that's good. But then it says, but to rid congregation of potentially corrupting influences, Christian elders may have to act with courage similar to that of Jehu. And members of the congregation need to be determined to avoid the company of disfellowshipped individuals. Courage similar to that of Jehu. What did Jehu do? He lured a bunch of Baal's prophets and followers in and slaughtered them. I showed this to my wife, and she's like, well, I don't know if we need to be jumping on this one. I mean, he's just saying be courageous and keep apostates out. I don't know if that's what they're really saying. But then we went down the page a bit, and it says how Jehu announced that he intended to hold a great sacrifice for Baal. This is a clever play on words on the part of Jehu, says one scholar. Well, the term here employed generally means sacrifice. It is also used of the slaughter of apostates. Now, this is not exactly any news here. Let me bring my Zoom it thing up. Hang on a sec. I didn't realize it wasn't up. But you notice how the Watchtower always just anonymously quotes people? Like, says a scholar. We don't know who it is. We don't know what their credentials is. I sound like a scholar now, too. We don't know what, how they're qualified to say this. It is a clever play on words on the part of Jehu, says one scholar. Well, apparently this person must have been a scholar in clinical pharmacology and not in actual, biblical Hebrew, because you go to the word used in 2 Kings 10:19, it says, "For I have a great sacrifice to do with Baal." Okay, so let's click on the word sacrifice. Are there any slaughtering connotations? Let alone slaughter of apostates? No. The word is zebach, and it's sacrifice. Sacrifices of righteousness, sacrifices of strife, sacrifices of dead things, the covenant sacrifice, the Passover, the annual sacrifice, the thank offering. Oh, if there is any connotation of killing something, it's killing something for the sake of sacrifice. I looked at the word slaughter, and it's a completely different word. It's the word makah, which is a verb: blow, wound, slaughter, blow, wound, strife, beating, scourging, wound, slaughter, defeat, conquest, plague. Completely different word. There's another one too. David returned from the slaughter. It's nakah. Okay. And then there's one other word. There's a slaughter among the people. Megatha. That word has that was used in 2 Kings 10 had nothing to do with the slaughter of apostates. Now, a lot of people were concerned in the apostate community that this is going to lead some nutball J.W. Elder who is experiencing cognitive dissonance because on one hand his brain is being tugged one way, God does not authorize the use of force to stop people from taking away from pure worship. But on the other hand, he's receiving these subtle hints: act with the courage of Jehu, slaughter of apostates, slaughter of apostates, and never mind that they're lying to them about the fact that this word has something to do with slaughtering of apostates. You know, I don't have the actual written copy of this to give to my police department, but if you do, I don't think it's such a horrible thing to let authorities know, because this could set off a little something at the local kingdom hall if there's a protester or some stuff. Just maybe so they have it on record. I don't know. Just thought I'd pass it along to y'all.